And one day after we got out of Sunday school, Marcia and Francie Van were talking outside the Sunday school class. And I remember, this was a turning point in my life. Francie was talking with Marcia, and she said, well, I just know that if anything happens to me today, I'd be in heaven. I thought, wow. How can you know without a doubt that you're going to heaven? And that piqued my interest. So I began to look at things and start studying, trying to read the Bible and this sort of thing. And, in 1 John 5:13, it says, these things have I written that you may know that you have eternal life. That was the assurance that all of these couples had that I didn't have. That was the assurance that all these other churches had that I didn't have. I had been looking for something but didn't know what I was looking for. And so from that point forward, I rededicated my life, Kim rededicated her life, and then the Lord began to work in helping us to grow from that point. And it's been exciting to see what God will do once you submit and you allow God to put you in different places so that you can grow. I remember, of course, we got involved in the choir, and that was great because we got to know a lot more people in the church. We had a minister of education at that time, Bob Threlber. And Bob came to me and he said, Jim, I'd like you to consider taking a class that I'm starting. It's a class where you learn to teach the packing information for Sunday school. I said, well, Bob, you've got the wrong guy. I've never even read the Bible all the way through. I said, there's no way I can be a Sunday school teacher. He said, well, look, I want you to consider, pray about it, and come and join our class. So I prayed about it. Well, I didn't want to do it, but I really felt like, for some reason, the Lord was pushing me in that direction. So I said, okay, Bob, I'll do it. So, for 8 to 10 weeks, whatever it was, we went through this course. And at the end of it, Bob comes to me and says, Jim, I'd like you to consider taking the 6th grade boys class. I said, Bob, you've got the wrong guy. Again, I've never even read the Bible all the way through. These kids probably know more about the Bible than I do. And so he said, well, you pray about it. So I prayed about it for a couple of weeks. Again, the Lord was pushing me in that direction. And I said, Lord, if you want me to do this, I'll do it, but you're going to have to marry me. And so I took over the 6th grade boys. And there I had Greg Ford. I had a number of young guys in there. David Goodwin and several others. Man, look at the first lesson I taught was about Joseph and his multicultural coat. And it was the most exciting thing. I don't know if the boys got anything out of it, but I got a lot out of it. And from that point forward, every Sunday I couldn't wait for the next lesson because I was learning something I had learned as a kid. The Lord was bringing me along with these young kids. And then, once you get comfortable in the position, the Lord finds a way to put you somewhere else to help you grow. And after about 2 years of this, then Charlie Boyd came. He said, Jim, I'd like you to consider being leader. Well, Charlie had too much past. I observed his end. He said, well, look, nobody does. He talked to me, and so as a result, I submitted and I became leader. Probably one of the greatest things in my whole life. Being among all the men at that time, the First Baptist, and the growth that I got as a result of that was just something I'll never forget. Later, I became a chairman of the The Lord has just been leading in a lot of different directions. After a while, there was a time when Carol Cushing was taking the group to Africa for mission trip, and I submitted and decided we'd go there. And about the time we got through the African trip was the time that then suddenly I was being pushed to go to South Florida with our company. We had a number of big projects there, and so I was the one in the company that needed to go down there to help run all this stage and I said, Lord, why are you putting me down in South Florida? All I've ever heard was, bad reports, Cuban people had taken over, people burning down the places in the city. It's just a rough place to live. And I thought, why are you doing this? So I can remember in a motel room in Miami, praying about that. The Lord revealed to me, it's your attitude. Your attitude. Look for the good that's there. Look for the bad that's there. Well, I began to look for the good. And I had a young Cuban engineer that worked for me. And by all chances, his name was Jesus. And I learned from Jesus a lot about the Cuban people. His family had come during the 60s when Castro had taken over, and how they were very family-oriented, very godly people. That's why I just love that. And I could see that the Lord was showing me some things He did in my life. And from there, then we moved up to Fort Lauderdale. We got involved in the Fort Ridge Church, where Jim Kennedy was preaching. And another tremendous growth experience in our life. And each time, we got involved in Christian education and other things there. Then the Lord led us back to Gadsden. And I'm wondering, how He's taking me back to Gadsden. And, each time that, the Lord leads you somewhere, He's got a place for you. And if you're willing to just go with His direction, He's always going to help you to grow, and He's going to help you to mature in your Christian walk. And so that's sort of been the area that God has led me. And I thank God that He has brought me to a point in my life where I know Him as my Lord and Savior. So thank you all.